Hi, welcome. Simon here, and I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll be doing a benchmark on an MSI gaming laptop. This model here is MSI17G3. It's a 17-inch laptop. It runs on Intel i7. This is the 10th generation at 2.6 gigahertz. It has a 32 gigs of RAM. This is a Windows 10 Professional. It doesn't really matter if yours is the Windows 10 Home version. I just wanted to show you the spec on the laptop. And this laptop here runs on solid state drive, which is the M.2 512 gigabyte. Again, I'll be using a 3D Mark Basic Edition, the 3D Mark Bench test. This would test out the CPU, the graphics card, things like that, to show me the result of the laptop performance. And I'll talk a little bit about the result, see whether if this is a good buy for you, or maybe you want to consider a different laptop, things like that. All right, so let's do a brief talk about the system. Runs on a Windows 10, 64-bit, 32 gigs of RAM, and 512 gigabyte storage. The processor again is Intel i7, the 10th generation, 2.6 megahertz. I think there's a turbo up to 2.9. And this graphics card is what everybody is paying attention to. The graphics card, it runs on the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070. Okay, 2070 Super on the RTX graphics card. And let's go ahead and click run on the test. So I'll let the computer take over. The test may take about 8 to 10 minutes to run. And once the test is completed, we'll talk about the result and we share what my thoughts and my opinion about this MSI gaming laptop. All right, I'll come back and stay tuned. Alright, so this is the result at the end, and I'm quite happy with the graphics score. It runs on about 2400. That is pretty decent for the RTX 2070. The CPU runs on about 5500, which is quite impressed for the 10th generation. The total score is about 2600 overall for the specs for i7 with 32 gigs of RAM, RTX 2070. Pretty much you can play any games in this laptop. However, I noticed that during the stress test on the laptop, I can hear the fan goes on a high speed, and I can hear the fan running really fast, and it's quite buzzing noise to the fan. So you can actually hear it coming from the top right corner, and I can feel the heat is there, and the fan is blazing fast. So in my opinion, I think maybe I like to take it apart and apply some thermal paste on the CPU and the graphics card. Hopefully that reduce the temperature, that the conduction of the pipe and the fan blowing the exhausting out the hot air. That is enough to not have the fan work so hard by running on a very fast speed. But other than that, in terms of performance, if you're gonna use this for school work, perfect. If you're gonna use it for your work, like 3D design, AutoCAD, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, not a problem. I think you can do all that in this laptop. And besides for gaming, pretty much I think can handle any game given with the result on the graphics card and the CPU. So other than that, I really want to give a thumbs up on the manufacturer, and as well as the laptop is built very well. The design is looking good, and the result is great. So I'll make a separate video if you are interested to watch how I disassemble the laptop, which I'll be applying a new thermal paste on the CPU and graphics card. Please check it out here. I'll be probably link it somewhere here on the top left screen. Click on that little video, click here, and it will direct you to my disassemble or the teardown process on the laptop. I will talk more about how to upgrade the RAM or maybe upgrade the hard drive, things like that. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye now.